I'm live. I'm a TikToker, famous. So they can piss off.
So CLA is once again proving that she is the goat of crashing out on TikTok. And the latest drama is totally baffling, literally leaving the country so that she doesn't end up in a prison cell. With this, we've seen insane breakdowns, loads of screaming and shouting, as well as a spicy extramarital affair, all on TikTok live, leading me to seriously have no clue at this point on social media. So all over, welcome or welcome back. I am Jake Baz, and after a long hiatus of covering her, we're gonna go and see the latest escapades of TikTok's most notorious weapon, CLA. Chelsea Leah is a TikToker, but mainly a TikTok liver, as well as recently streaming on Kick. And if you don't know who she is at this point, I'm very happy for you. But the best way to describe her would be to say that she is quite literally a soap opera in real time. She's loud, rude, brash, and with the amount of controversies she's had splattered across her entire career, you start to lose count. And the best way that you could get an introduction to her is just to see how braggadocious she is despite her flailing view count.
I've made £500,000 on TikTok, roots, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And I don't even have a laptop, and I've done it all on my own with a phone. £500,000 is roots, darling. Gangster. Yeah, man, I'm a G, man. People need to start respecting.
Self-made and wealthy, whilst also living in a council apartment which she got from the council, as well as with what we'll cover later being absolutely riddled by the taxman to the point she has to leave the country. And of course, with all this, there is plenty more terribleness to come, such as a cheating scandal with a husband, outrageous statements, a hefty dose of pure insanity, and even stuff as weird as going on TikTok live at a beach and then zooming in on people who are naked. So yeah, it's just baffling. So if you enjoy at any point, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you're not. It helps me out a lot, and I'd love to see you back for future content on TikTok weirdos. So if there's one way to describe CLA or Chelsea Leah, it is that just she's crazy with the stuff that she does online, and she's just so shouty, braggadocious, everything like that, and the way that she presents herself on it is even weirder as well. So why not start with a typical one of her famous crash outs?
I'm mentally ill, sweetheart. Roots, sweetheart. I don't know how to control. So now I'm saying I need help. I need support because I don't know what I'm doing, and well, they're gonna call me back tomorrow, the benefits. If I have to pay back the benefits, it's fine. At least they can help me because I don't know what I'm doing, and I've told him that I'm more famous now and I'm making even more money.
What a prelude to what's to come. Yes, she was benefit cheating. Basically, she was taking benefits off the state whilst also making a lot of money on TikTok live, and that ended up going well, didn't it, clearly? But how do you, when you're talking to this advisor about how you potentially could be in prison, you're there talking about how you become even more famous since, so you've got even more money? Like, maybe keep that a bit quiet. One thing you'll notice with CLA as well is she loves to say roots. It's like a total catchphrase of everything that she does for some reason. Maybe it's potentially because she's the roots cause of all of her problems. But she's also one that definitely loves to lie on the internet just to get attention and to get gifts, because she's a big gift beggar on TikTok. And in this crash out saga section of the video, here she is talking about having no internet whilst on TikTok live.
Honestly, it's just too much. And this is the thing, because I'm so all this, and then I start panicking when I don't have internet, and then I start going cuckoo because, and all I can hear is Mr. TikTok in my ear. No one. I'm trying to listen to the thing to top up the phone. And then I've just lost my mind.
So yeah, she's losing her mind because she doesn't have the internet, yet she's on TikTok live presenting this to everyone who definitely does have the internet, because how else is this being projected? This leads to two conclusions. It's either that she doesn't have internet, and then this is a pre-recorded thing for attention. She's crying for it, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Or she does have internet and she's crashing out for no other reason, but then blaming it on having internet. What is going on? As I said with CLA, she does have a propensity to beg on social media for attention and gifts, because that's the way that she gets her money. So I imagine this crying scenario is either due to just a full-blown crash out, or that she's trying to get sympathy for gifts.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone and everything, darling. I've got real in my life going on. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke round here, darling. This is real life. bang, bang, darling.
My first thought would be, does she really think it's that serious to the point of, bang, bang, just because she doesn't have internet? I think she might have got it a bit confused. But then also, if she does have real shit going on, why didn't she address it maybe? She's another instance of them people, like the thoughts of Elphaba, who is someone that we also cover on the channel, who, no matter what, will always be on TikTok Live trying to get gifts. And as Elphaba and CLA used to be very good friends, that does really add up in how they managed to, navigate the situation. And then on a current holiday saga, which we will cover later on in the video, she starts to have yet another crash out.
F off, don't talk to me. So I'm stressed, I'm manic, I'm bipolar, I had a drink last night. I've woke up, I've got no credit. All I can hear is Mr. TikTok. Hello guys, TikTok, no. No one gives a for the fact that you've got no internet on your phone, Chelsea. Fucking heading, sweetheart. Seriously, you're not famous, whatever. Like, it's got special needs or something. I don't know what's going on, darling.
Well, honestly, where do you even start with that? So she's arguing with the guy you went on holiday with, which is Mr. UK TikTok, who's another TikTok creator. And he's also a part of the holiday scandal and cheating drama, which we'll get onto. But for her to state that, yeah, she's bipolar and she's hanging because she had a drink before, but then also literally the next couple of sentences saying, oh, that guy must have special needs or something because he's on TikTok Live screaming. Like, what? She is the loudest person I have ever heard on TikTok Live. So for her to even mention that anyone else is a problem is hilarious. But then also, yes, she does have these mental illnesses, and she's covered that in the past about her being bipolar and having certain instances of like depression and mania and things like that. But I genuinely don't know why she never addresses it. She never tries to help herself. She never like looks after herself. She's constantly drinking. She's smoking certain substances, and she's just having pure crash outs every day. So how could she not be helping herself, but then calling on everyone for sympathy to give her gifts? It's like almost she doesn't want to help herself because it helps her content further.
Couldn't give a fuck, sweetheart, darling. I'm a legend on this app, darling. All people do is chat shit to people about me. Oh, Chelsea's this, Chelsea's that. Good. Fucking brilliant, darling. I know what I'm doing. I'm illiterate. I don't know how to do this. I start fucking panicking.
Just airing dirty laundry in public. But like, why does she go and say that she's illiterate? We know full well that she isn't illiterate. Like, it's very obvious. How are you ever going to read a comment on anything if you are? But instead of trying to get people to understand the situation, she just goes on a crash out and blames everyone else for her own problems, which is just confusing. Like, everyone is talking about her because she's just so outrageous on the app.
Because this has happened before to me. Money is my witness to know how bad I am when it comes to shit like this. So I don't give a about anyone else because she's the only person that I care about. That geezer from last night was an absolute legend. But I shouted this morning, so it is what it is. I didn't mean to shout like that, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm stressed. I'm in another country. I've got no internet. I'm trying to get credit.
Once again, she just blames other people for her own problems. Like, she's trying to get credit, but why are you trying to get credit if you're this so forsaken person who has made $500,000 on TikTok only in the past couple of years, and you haven't been living off of your own means as much? Like, genuinely, what are you spending $500,000 on if you have earned that amount of money? Well, it's because she hasn't. But yeah, I shouted because I was stressed. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. Like, it's just whatever from her. It's just to try and get away from any sort of scandal that she can, because she's right in everything that she does. And obviously she still went with the I've got no internet gimmick, even though we're literally watching her on live right now. But these victim crash outs continue and continue and continue. And like I said, I think it is purely so that she can get more views and attention, and by that get more gifts so she can live off of all of what she's doing by just being terrible on the internet. Such as this one where she goes to the extent of even saying, well, I wouldn't mind if someone, like, you did that to me.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I love myself, but at the same time, I do get a bit cuckoo sometimes.
You get a little bit cuckoo sometimes? You telling me after what I've just seen? Are you sure? I think she hasn't seen what we've just seen there. I think she's forgotten it. Sometimes it's not literally every single day.
But I couldn't care less if I died tomorrow. That's the truth, though. That is the truth. I don't give a f***, sweet. I'm not scared to die. So, there we go. I wouldn't care if I got shot, booyaka. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm just saying, darling, I'm not scared. But I would never harm myself because I love myself too much. Like, I'm too normal in there. I'm not crazy like that yet.
We'll ignore the first part for now. She just said that she's normal in the head after just saying she gets a bit cuckoo sometimes. Are you sure? But I don't know. This video really does seem like she's kind of setting it up in case something happens to her. I don't know. I don't think she's got any ops like that. And I know that she doesn't actually. I don't know why I'm even pretending she might. But why is she acting like people are out to get her? Like, it's Chelsea Lear. It's not a president and it's not anyone stupidly popular. But she says she loves herself way too much, so that's probably it, isn't it?
But I've never been like that. I've never wanted to do anything like that ever in my life, so just goes to show. But I might say it because, you know, we all say things. We all say things that we don't mean, innit? But so what? Let them believe it. Do you know what I mean? Then they will help me, innit? There we go.
I'm really not sure about having a certain attempt on your life and existence is something that really should be believed. What is she on about? It's a mockery of mental health, I feel like this is. It's just an attempt to try and get attention.
And you can record everything that I'm saying as well. Boom, boom, boom. Because I've got a pretty big case, darling. Oh, absolutely.
Big case of what? Beer from all of your crash outs because you keep doing that on social media? Just everything she brings just has a contradiction to it. I'm crazy, I'm not crazy. I've got stuff going on in my head, but I'm fine, I'm totally normal. Where are you? What are you at? And I do genuinely believe that, yes, she does have these certain problems and issues, but she never tries to attempt to rectify them or make them better. She just makes them worse. It just looks like an attention grab for money. She's got people out to get her because of the problems that she has facing her in her life. So everyone needs to give attention to her. And by problems with money, I mean it. I'm not kidding. Because she even gives proof to it in how she owes nearly £80,000 to the government, which is why she's ended up going off to Spain.
1st of January is 80,000. Oh, we have all the tax.
Just flexing the amount of tax that you have to give back to the government is crazy to me, but obviously it's a way to be like, well, look at how bad of a situation I'm in. Please help me get out. But I think this commenter put it best when they said, millionaire, don't worry. Yeah, she is a millionaire. She says that she's a millionaire. She earned $500,000, but somehow she is a millionaire. And everyone should not worry about her, but then also give me attention, gifts, everything like that, because I'm struggling. But that is absolutely insane to open that up on TikTok Live and show everyone, and for it to be 80,000 owed in tax. That is baffling to me. That does suggest to me that she's had multiple years of doing this where she's just not paid any tax, and that makes a lot of sense when, like I said, she was in accommodation given to her by the government. She was flexing that at one point last year. Like, it's just a calamity, isn't it? This tax bill and tax problem really did shove a candle up her ass, to be honest, because she ended up really trying to get more attention and beg as much as she can, but then that also led her to really struggle and worry about where she's going to be in the future, leading her to then go on a holiday. A temporary holiday that looks like it might be permanent at this point, and that's purely because she doesn't want to pay the tax. And of course, this led to so many scandals, starting off with her once again just trying to beg.
I'm staying out here until I make money. Well, I'll apply for a work visa if I have to stay out here longer.
A work visa to be on TikTok Live? Are you joking? You're being crazy with that. No way any government is going to look at you and be like, oh yeah, you really need to be out on a balcony begging for gifts on TikTok Live. No one is ever going to be like, yeah, that's sound. We'll keep you here. But also, it doesn't seem that bad of a punishment, does it? Oh, I'm going to stay out in sunny Spain for the next couple of months until I end up making some money. That really sounds like a terrible predicament you're in. And screw that, actually. She's in Spain. She's got flights. She's got accommodation. And you might be wondering how she got that accommodation. Well, it's through all of the cheating stuff. But until then, she'll be sat there begging.
But I've got up to what? 12 weeks? So I'll probably just stay here for like 12 weeks. I'll just have Christmas dinner on the beach. So after 12 weeks, I'm going to go back to the UK, yeah? Apply for a work visa and stay longer.
Genuinely, if she manages to get a work visa and stay there for ages, I will be baffled by that. That is genuinely insane that someone could do that if they're able to. But also, did you notice the illiterate, as she said, Chelsea Lear, reading the comments of her live stream so that she could find out whether she can get a visa and how long she needs to stay? First off, how are you only finding this out now? And second off, why are you finding this out through a chat? Why didn't you go and do it yourself and find out? Like, obviously you need to know that when you go on any sort of excursion. But seriously, the idea of being in money troubles so then you end up flying out to a different country to stay there is really something I can't wrap my head around. It makes no sense. As believe it or not as well, going out to a different country, it can cost quite a lot, to the point where she started worrying about how she can actually live. She is really struggling to live while she's in Spain on her holidays.
You know, when all this bollocks that's going on with Roots right now, darling, with all this bollocks, I'm going in, darling. I'm going in.
All of this bollocks really resentful from her because it is literally because she's just not paid her taxes. That is the bollocks that she's talking about. So are you sure? Are you really sure about that, Chelsea Lear? Because it's looking like it's a you problem.
Can you imagine doing this to me and I've got mental health? Honestly, I've already been in a mental hospital twice, darling. Don't make it a third time. So you need to help me, darling.
It will never cease to amaze me and make me joyous, actually, when someone who is talking about mental health doesn't have a clue what mental health problems are because they say, I'm suffering with mental health. Yeah, you know, mental health, something that every single person has. You might have good mental health, you might have bad. That's the difference. So if someone's suffering from mental health, they're suffering from literally existing. But this is all her doing, so why is she going online and saying, don't end up putting me into them institutions because otherwise I'm going to not have a good time? And it's entirely because she wants gifts so that can elevate her, make her in a much better position, so then she's able to, I don't know, beg even more. Clearly you're spending your money wisely. You've got no money, so you went to Spain for 3 months.
How much money have I made today, guys? 200. Alright, that's not bad.
I can't believe how she even does it and how people even donate to her at this point. In this clip, which is about 4 minutes, she has like 20 different pop-ups from different gifts from people. She doesn't say thank you once. And then she gets donated something. And then she straight away goes, well, you know, what? How much money am I making? Oh, about 200. That's not too bad. What do you mean? How are people constantly donating to her and giving her money so that she can live when she's clearly just spaffing it up the wall anyway? But then also in the way that she's doing it as well, because she's not thankful in the slightest. Isn't the entire point of like TikTok gifting is so you can give your favorite creator some money and then they will thank you for it and be appreciative? But instead she's just talking it off like, oh, 200 quid, oh, that's not bad. Yeah, but it could be better for someone making £500,000 million a week. You really are terrible for not giving her enough money for gifting. And then also, why is she getting a chat to check? Why did she check it herself? But then this is the part of the video that genuinely gets hilarious as equal as it is crazy, and it is a genuine soap opera. So as I said, Chelsea Lear, she's flown over to Spain, and although she is incurring a lot of expenses with eating, things like that, one of the main things and reasons why she went round is she went round to meet Mr. TikTok UK and another creator called T-Boy. Someone who, may I add, has totally deleted all of their videos and also blocked Chelsea Lear after this incident. Because in a very weird series of events, Chelsea was staying with these, and that's how she was saving money. And it really ended up getting very weird because there was basically a full public cheating scandal in front of everyone, as T-Boy, with a wife who is pregnant at home, was with Chelsea, and they were getting very, very swifty with it.
That shit. Oh, you're beautiful. I mean it.
Thank you.
No, I'm not. Wait, I will introduce my missus, right? I love my wife, like, she's only my wife. I will marry her, right? When I do, you're going to help me. Right?
I'll be a bridesmaid.
Oh, you are. I swear down.
No, I just want to get in a nice dress.
I mean, like, I don't actually love you. No, I swear. I'm like, Daughters are, I love you. You're beautiful.
I swear on my daughter's life, I love you and you're beautiful. What am I watching? Bear in mind as well, these people have known each other, what, 2 or 3 days, and then they're doing this cuddling sort of stuff whilst in a hot tub in Spain when his wife's at home. What is going on here? They're getting very cuddly, very touchy, and at the same time he's saying how that he's going to marry his wife and then she's going to be there at the wedding. I think after seeing this, she will not want that. And what baffles me the most is they're both TikTok creators. He knows full well that this is going to be on live. So why is this going on? Because it's very evidently something very fishy going on, and well, it gets proven to be fishy.
I don't know what it is. You have touched my heart in a big way.
I'm a real English
No,
queen,
no, I don't know what it is. I know it's real, and that's all I need to know. Don't that's not it. I'm over it. But I've got a message. When you meet her, you'll know about me.
I used to be always one of them girls that used to kill the boys. So I was never one of these girls.
I'm a ladies man.
I feel weird around women, like a load of women.
You're a ladies man, are you, T-boy? Well, I can definitely tell that you are. You're being lovey-dovey with someone in a hot tub when you have a wife at home. But like, with all of this touching, they're holding hands the entire way, he kisses her hand afterwards, and they're both cuddling in a hot tub. If that was my relationship, I would lose my mind. He's a married man. He is a married man. And not only is he a married man, she knows that he's a married man because he's saying multiple times about it. And she's getting even closer into his personal space and making it worse for her. It's almost like she likes the idea that he's in a relationship so that it's some boundary that she can't pass. But just baffling. I genuinely have no words for it because it is like watching Big Brother. And all I can think is, I'm so sorry for that wife that is at home, but considering the way that he's acting with her on a TikTok live, you can kind of imagine that, behind closed doors, he's probably much worse. So probably for the best. Because yeah, after all of this lovey-dovey stuff on TikTok live, she basically just goes and admits it.
It's a shame we weren't being naughty yesterday. I love all the married men. I couldn't care less if he's married, darling. I don't give a shit, darling. If I want a geezer, couldn't care less. You can have your wife, darling. I only want a one-night bang, darling.
What do you mean that you couldn't care less? You are literally bonking a married man and you are loving it. She is clearly absolutely loving the idea that she's done it, but it's a shame it didn't happen last night as well. How could you admit this and not feel any shame in what you're doing? Like, they are literally married and you've interjected and they've gone and cheated. It's just sad. It's really sad because she's just outwardly flexing that she's done it like it's an accomplishment. And obviously the guy's in the wrong, and she's also really in the wrong for very evidently going for it.
Oh, darling, he can come up here anyway, darling. Oh, darling. But yeah, tell him to come and link me, message me, do whatever, bro. I'm here. Nostrils.
Is this where we got to, and the level of laziness that she has, that we're here now and she's going on about getting a Jeep from this guy literally over the course of TikTok, saying go and message him and tell him? How sad of an interaction is that? Why is she doing this, and why does she think that no one will have a problem with her doing this? The problem is, and the thing with it is, that this guy has a lot of money and she's got a lot of money troubles, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's doing it for them reasons.
God, I'm glad, man, he's yelling. Because Kev's so rude, though, like, in some ways. He's like, I don't know, he's got, like, a bit of a different... He's not the sharpest tool in the box, darling, put it one way. So, yes, go and tell Bosh, bish, bash, Bosh, darling, let's go. We'll ride it out tonight. We'll get all the... I'll take him out for dinner.
What a grim way to talk about and represent this situation. The way that she's talking about, oh my god. And then also, she's having a go at people for suggesting that this is a bad thing. Like, Mr. UK TikTok official has brought a couple of friends over, and this has caused a feud because she's just going and shagging a married man. And apparently that's a problem in her eyes. But she's gonna, take him out for dinner. I don't think she means food. When she's going and telling her chat to go and message the guy to come meet up, that is just levels of craziness, and it really makes me wonder about her actual audience and what they think and feel about it, because how can you not have any bad ideas towards it? Like, seriously, how can you watch this and not lose your mind?
Oh, you keep it right, I'll be happy. Good. If she's happy, I'm happy. Right, let's go. I don't do this.
This guy's like 40, by the way, doing this sort of stairway thing. And, oh God. 40-year-old man doing these gimmicks on TikTok for attention. How low we have came as a society.
You're back to yourself. Lyrical Mike. See you later,
Obviously, this is just a really normal and average day with someone when you have a wife at home on TikTok Live. It's literally TikTok Live. Like, why is this going on? If she's happy, I'm happy. What do you mean? You've been friends for just a couple of days. Why has this all splattered out on the internet? And do you see where I'm getting at when I say that this is like Big Brother? Yeah, it really is. It's just crazy. It's beyond comprehension. It's actually better than Big Brother. But as much as I was like, maybe she's doing this for the money, and yes, she might be with the champagne and all of that beautifulness going on. But then also she's going into this saying that she doesn't want anything but a shag, which is such a great sentiment. I'm not sure you've got to break up an actual family and marriage for the sake of one shag, but I guess you can do what you want, Chelsea.
Men f***ing cheat on their missus all the time. Do you know how many married men have a mistress on the side? F***ing hell. I live in the real world, darling, because they all get f***ing bored after a while, sweetheart.
Right, okay, so because loads of married men have certain affairs, that means that you're in the real world for doing it. I'm sure we can all admit that there is at least a certain percentage of problem with the way that she's acted that has led to all of this fallout. The fact she absolutely loved it and the way that she was egging it on really does look like that she's a really aggravating force in all of this. Not that the guy wasn't cheating anyway. He's definitely cheated on his missus like 100 times. But in the real world, apparently, everyone just cheats.
So don't talk shit, they're the worst. So I don't give a shit, darling. I ain't looking for no relationship. I'm just looking to get booyah card and then you can piss off, sweetheart. I'm not interested.
What a beautiful way to explain a sexual relation. That's gorgeous. Yeah, if you're only looking for that one thing, maybe you should find it with someone who is single and who will be able to do it a little bit easier than breaking up their own marriage and family across the internet. She's horrible, but seriously, they're practically as bad as each other.
Hey, amigo. Your bum. Pumping. He's been...
I wouldn't be surprised if CLA saw that one thing of him doing that there and then straight away got on a flight and ran over to Spain so that she could be around him. He's got all the money. He's got all the money that she could have her troubles fully sorted with if she just gets closer to him. And obviously, this just didn't go well, did it? But it's actually got that sad and desperate for views across all of them that you even have CLA's friends now on TikTok doing TikTok lives such as here where the guy's arguing with his missus whilst on the phone and his mate is just streaming it all for everyone to see the drama. What?
I can't even explain.
People like seriously.
I love you. Like, you're my missus. I would never do anything. Ever. In my f***ing shorts, I'd walk on a beach like I would any other time. Not my pants. What? Babes, I was in my f***ing swim shorts. Because I got in a hot tub.
Oh, don't worry. It's just, I mean, just go with the flow and everything will be fine.
No, I don't think everything is going to be fine for the guy, considering that he has been told by CLA on TikTok Live that they're doing stuff. And not only that, she's actually going and messaging and getting people to go and message her so that they can have a good time. What an insane way for him to get out of this cheating thing as well. Like, it's literally like, oh, my fingers slipped. It's literally that exact thing. He's there cuddling her, holding her, kissing her hand, saying that she's beautiful, whilst also in a hot tub with his wife, seeing it all on live. Like, how could you excuse your way out of it? Obviously, she'll have seen what she's seen, and that is clearly a big problem. And then not only that, CLA is going around and saying that they've actually done stuff. So he's screwed. He's absolutely cooked, chat.
Oh my god, either kill.
She's never been jealous of me, ever.
Well, so
No, you know, this is just she sees I'm going big on TikTok view.
well, yes, they get worried. They get
Why
worried.
she get worried?
Don't ever. That's the worst thing that a woman can do. Get worried when someone gets big.
That's the worst thing a woman could do. Yeah, it's the worst thing a woman could do. See something like that and presume that they're cheating, especially when the woman is saying that they've cheated. She's never been jealous at all. It's just because I'm getting views. Sorry. No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's because she's going around and saying that they've done it. That's not jealousy. That's you literally cheating and then trying to run your way out of it. And how is this all being recorded for everyone everyone to see.
He wants to make the happiest woman in the world, and he likes social media. And
I just started doing this a bit of a keep myself busy, and I like meeting new people.
He just likes meeting new people. That's why he ends up kissing her hand and then cuddling her in the hot tub. Like, what a fucking idiot. What an absolute idiot. How can you even try and crawl your way out of a situation like this when it's so obvious and everyone has seen what you've done? That's literally your wife, your pregnant wife. That is not a non-serious topic, and it's really, really obvious as to what happened. What an idiot. Just likes meeting new people, but then also you see him like in this situation where they're all dancing with the music high, just having a date night on TikTok Live together because they're the only two people there, and it got to a point where they ended up nearly getting kicked out because of multiple noise complaints. So no, you cooked, there's nothing you can do, you cheated, and you need to face the consequences, and I think that's why he's ended up getting rid of all of his social media stuff. Even though he was saying it's just because I'm getting traction now, he doesn't want the traction anymore for some reason. Maybe having the fact that you are a cheater being blasted all over social media might have a little bit of a problem in your life, especially with your kids. So I think it's going swimmingly. I think all of this drama and scandal really has gone well and gone down really well with the public, and CLA seems to be, for some reason, the exact opposite feeling around it.
Fucking holiday, my ass, darling. It's staying out here. You know, it's just as expensive as in London, darling. Roots, loco, yes. Crazy. But I love all the BPD, darling. Psycho. Can't take crazy ass motherfucking psycho. Yes, really bring it on you. Don't talk to me. If you know me, I don't give a f. Don't talk to me. Stop f***ing what. TikTok my bunda. People think I'm on my holiday. Yeah, like I've got a house to go back to, darling. Just stop. No one talk to me, please. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's odd. I thought it was going well as a holiday. I thought it was really good. For her to say that she doesn't have a house when she gets back, why wouldn't you have that? Could it potentially be the amount of money that you have wasted? Could that be a problem? Could it be the £80,000 tax bill proving that you are, in fact, not able to be on benefits, so then you have to go to Spain for this incursion? But it's clearly going absolutely swimmingly for her. And yeah, no one talked to me. What do you mean no one talked to me? You're literally on TikTok Live. At that point, you turn the live off and you go and walk away, but she will refuse to do that at any point because that is a certain amount of money that she has lost from doing it. But it's mainly because she's fallen out with everyone because of all of this. All the drama has somehow led her to be in a bit of a predicament, leading to a brilliant crash out.
I've had enough. I'm going back home and I'm going to check myself into hospital because I'm losing my mind. I don't have no home left, nothing. People think it's funny and you're all watching. You're watching.
The problem is with her, it is entirely her fault. This entire situation has happened due to the consequences of her actions, so they might find it a little bit funny when you're being a bit ridiculous because you caused this. Doing the ultimatum of, oh, well, I'm gonna go home and check myself into a hospital. She has in past actually said that she would go into and say that she's like got mental problems so that then she will get accommodation for it. Almost abusing the system in a sense, the exact same way that she would abuse the system by taking benefits off of people that deserve it more. It's also, as everything with CLA, a use for attention and for gifts because, well, did she end up going home? No, she didn't.
You think it's funny? And then people are just out to use me for clout as well. Like, what the f***, Mr. TikTok? You give a sweetheart. This is a guy that I spent 300k diamonds on, darling. Can't even buy me a drink. Know what time it is, darling. I am not a people make me want to throw up. They're a disgrace, darling. Disgrace in the world.
I honestly feel like she's just given up at this point because she's fallen out and then she's blaming everything else on other people and not her own actions that have caused it. Maybe, yeah, you're going to have a bit of a scandal when there's a guy that's the friend that has cheated on their husband and you've enforced that yourself. That's going to upset about everyone that's there. Really, though, she's got a really problematic relationship with money and I think she just really loves money to the hills and that's all she wants. And that's made evident with all of the scandal you've just seen and then just literally her here.
Get your cash out and send me all your money, please. Give me your money. Very old. Granny roots. Granny, not funny.
That laugh really sends me into another dimension. That is a terrifying laugh, if I'm honest. But what do you mean? Like, give me all of your money. But then, as we've already seen, the way that she reacts to having money given to her is of nothing. She just expects it. It's really that she's had this entire life like she did when she was on benefits and then also doing a second job, that people will just give her money and that's it, and she can live the life that she wants to live. This has been her real world for the past couple of years, so how can she expect anything less than people to just keep feeding her? So I really implore people, if you are giving her any money, please do not, because you are feeding this sort of terribleness that just goes on and permeates throughout TikTok Live, ruining it all. The desperation for money only continues in her stuff with this hilarious one, for example, where she's going on and pretending to fall asleep so that people will gift her. Like, seriously, what in the cartoon acting is this? She opens her eyes a little bit and then closes them. It's like she's peeping for money because she wants the attention from her being like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so bored, this is such a terrible thing that people are in this and they are watching me. Look, she fell asleep again. What a shame that people are watching her. It's so boring. Yeah, I know it's so boring. I have to cut up so much of this shit. But can you please just stop doing this for a second and actually maybe entertain your fans that you supposedly have for some reason? I think our levels of begging need to be really studied by everyone to really understand the depths that she will go to, just so that she can get a couple more roses worth a penny. But CLA is entirely rude with all of the stuff that she does. We know that because we've seen it. And that definitely doesn't exclude her from being very rude to people and members of the public, especially when she's in a foreign country, because obviously her being in a foreign country means she doesn't have to respect anything because she is Chelsea Liart, remember? And a woman asked her to be quiet because she's just rude and brash and shouting to the top of her lungs to a literal scream while everyone's trying to be peacefully sunbathing.
But I don't know why he's saying that about Central C's ex-girlfriend. She knows who I am, Modi.
You're not alone.
No, I'm working. I can talk. His time is delusional. If I was sat here with a friend, I can talk. Freedom of speech to talk.
That's right, freedom of speech to talk. Not like you've been sat on a sun lounger with no one else speaking around her. There's plenty of room for her to go where there aren't people around, but she's decided to sit in the middle and just be really loud, annoying everyone. But no, I have freedom of speech to talk, and if someone else was here, it would be perfectly fine, yeah, but not in the way that you do it. Did you notice the humble brag as well, that the ex-girlfriend of Central C, oh, she knows me. Yeah, of course she knows you, CLA. Everybody knows you. You're the infamous. No one has ever been as good as you on the internet.
Who is she? I don't know. I just said I was just a bit loud for 2 seconds. Oh, some people, tell her to move. She's reading a book, that's why. But I'm sure if you want peace, you can go on your balcony and sunbathe there in your private apartment.
Maybe you should be the one in the private apartment, actually, CLA. Maybe that could be a good solution to this. Well, yeah, some people kick her out as well, just muttering that under your breath when she can clearly hear you. What a rude person to be around. Just absolutely no respect for anyone. And then also, she's abroad, so surely you should be a little bit more respectful to anyone that is around you because you don't know the culture. But she's just working, isn't she? So everyone should not do anything about it. But in this same stream, something very bad did go wrong, which shows another lack of disrespect, and it is genuinely just grim because she's filming and the person in the background that you saw in the previous clip is actually topless sunbathing, and they move about and she makes sure to get a good look at it. Obviously I can't show you, but she lifts the camera up to make sure that you can see it all, and then she finds it hilarious, which, yeah, I'm sure she broke about 10 laws there.
It's so blurry now. Yeah, well, it's all blurry. That was hilarious.
Unfortunately, she doesn't blur out anything, so it's still there, and what an invasion of privacy that is just disgusting. I don't know how horrible you have to be, really, to make sure that you look at it and then actually go and do it again, especially when you're on TikTok Live. Surely you're going to get instantly banned for doing something like this, but she sees it as some sort of entertainment further. You know, straight after being rude to someone else, she then goes and does it again, and I'm pretty sure that woman, if she found out that she was doing that, would be absolutely enraged, and I'm almost almost certain that breaks so many laws. It's just ridiculous. She's just got absolutely no respect for anyone, and it's cringe to even look at, because how is someone built like this and has so little care for anyone else in the world apart from themselves? Because to say how smart, amazing, perfect, and perfectly balanced in the world this woman is, and how good she is at life, for some reason, she really didn't understand with the tax stuff that she's got into trouble with, that she had to pay anything.
I'm not paying the tax bill. I'm bankrupt. Bankrupt. No more tax. No more nothing. Bankrupt. There's no more money. So I have to wait a year and see what happens.
I can't wait for her to stand up in an English court and say, nah, I'm bankrupt. There's no money, so I can't pay you. I'll just have to think about it next year. I'm sure the tax man will be very happy with that. She made 200 quid on that earlier stream within just a couple of hours, so how could she not have any money left to pay her tax?
And the worst thing is, I don't even use these credit cards and all that anyway. I don't need all this. I don't even know how to run the business. I'm useless.
Well, if you don't know, maybe get some help, you know? That could really help you. Yeah, definitely. Also, for the people that don't know, you don't need a credit card to start a business. There's nothing that you need of that sort to start a business. So I don't know where this came from, because it's not true, is it?
What it is that you save money a little bit on taxes. I don't mind paying 40% tax. I'm not making money on TikTok like I used to do, so I don't care.
For those that don't know as well, in the UK, 40% is the highest tax bracket. So if she's not making as much money as what she used to, she wouldn't be in that tax bracket. So I don't know where she's getting this from again. She's just lying out her ass. She is really showing that she has no clue how it works, and it's hilarious.
You won't have to pay any tax. I'm not going to pay. I've paid enough anyway, and my country can't even protect me, sweetheart.
Your country can't even protect you from you not paying your taxes. Well, okay, that's really odd. Once again, you get the pattern. It's everyone else's fault. It's not her fault. She can't help it. She can't help what she's doing. It's all of you that have not been giving her the insight about taxes. That's why she's going to get summoned. That's why she could go to prison. It's because of all of you. But you really see this as her just trying to obfuscate the truth, in that she's done something bad and now she's struggling from it, and that's why she's in Spain. And despite you seeing her say, oh, I'm going to be going home, or I'm not going home, or I'm going to be going home, she now has decided well and truly that she is not going home, because she doesn't want to face the consequences of her own actions.
Embarrassing. You know what's embarrassing? You sat in the UK in your dusty council flat, scamming your benefits, benefit bouncer. Well, I'm here, working, getting paid, chilling out, and I don't live in London now. I've left. Everything's in Chelsea.
What an insane rant for Chelsea Liart to say. You know, the Chelsea Liart who was scamming benefits. She was literally a benefit scrounger, scrounging benefits. But on top of that, she didn't need the money. No, she didn't need any of the benefit money. It would just help her in the future, because she was actually working on TikTok, making a lot of money. So it's embarrassing all of you that are in council houses, but her, no, not her, because she's not in one anymore. She's in Spain. How can she even try and call one person a benefit scrounger in the UK when she has done that literally by herself? She is a benefit scrounger at one point. Scrounger's not even the right word. It's fraudster. She was a fraudster. That is it. But I'm glad she's getting paid, even though she said in the last clip that she's got no money left.
And I can travel the world and get paid for it. What about that? Yeah, get jealous. And when you're famous like me, you know what time of day it is, darling. You can't go anywhere without fans. Oh, I've been invited to a Spanish club. They want me there. Everything's going to be paid for. So I might take someone with me.
Wow, she's been invited to a club. That is really something that I wish everyone could do, especially her at like mid-30s, to be going to a Spanish club. That really is great. I can't believe how much everyone's missing out from all of these brilliant shenanigans that she's got going on over there. And yeah, you can't get anywhere without fans, but I would be very surprised if she has a lot of fans left, because why would anyone support someone who is so abhorrently disgusting on the app, as well as someone who doesn't clearly care in the slightest about any of her fans that are around her. All she cares about is what's going into her back pocket. And even in that rant there, she was saying that. She was saying, I'm making money and you're not. That's so embarrassing. Yeah, it really is. If only everyone was as good as her. And speaking of that, she really does believe that. She thinks that everyone is not even close to her level. And really, you just have to take a step back and clap at this point because of the levels of delusion that you see from her.
Good person. I'm not a wrong gun. So off, darling. Do you know what I mean? Don't know about other people on this app. When the truth comes out, when the truth comes out, then you'll all love me because you'll be like, you know what it is though? Chelsea, you're so real. We know everything with Chelsea. You know, no matter if she says this and that, she don't mean it. She's just on one, darling. Bipolar or, you know, trauma, stress. I mean, it can't be easy what she does as a job on TikTok because it is her job now. Do you know what I mean? This is how I pay my rent.
Baffles me to see someone so far up their own ass that they cannot see the sun. I do this for a living. I do social media for a living. And would I even be close to saying things like this? No, definitely not. Social media can be hard, but I don't think being on TikTok for 18 hours a day really is even comparable to like a normal job in an office. She was just saying how she's living her life and she's going out like to clubs and stuff. So how can you say that that's much harder than being into a normal job, which I don't believe she's ever had in her life? But yeah, you gotta feel sorry for her because of all of the amount of terrible stuff that she has to do and deal with because she does TikTok live. Because she pretends to fall asleep and then gets up and looks at the camera to see if she's got any gifts.
Hence I'm staying in a nice place because TikTok, you know, it's a good platform to make money. I'm not going to say that it isn't, especially when I've made TikTok millions of pounds, darling. I mean, they do take a big percentage. I mean, they've lowered it a bit now. You get 40% instead of 30%. You are an entertainer. Yeah, well, that's so many people watch me and talk about me because I'm interesting. Do you know what I mean?
Interesting's definitely the word that I would be using for CLA. If I'm honest, that really is the nail on the head. It's interesting. Interesting to see how bad someone can get online, how embarrassing someone can get and still think that they're in the right. It is like watching Big Brother, but also it's like watching a full-on car crash at like 120 mile an hour.
Fun, Sarah. Thank you, darling. Why are you going to talk about anyone else? I'm the most important person to be talking about right now.
I'm glad she's humble. She's the most... She's the most important person to be talking about right now. Or move aside BBC, move aside Sky News. You all need to start doing bulletins on the front page about CLA.
Every day they talk about me, even when I'm not on the app. I like the hat better than the scarf. I mean, has any of these creators been like, you know, this is so bad what's happened to Chelsea the Yacht? All right, take down wrong-uns, but I'm not a wrong-un like that. I deserve to be on TikTok.
Yeah, you're definitely not a wrong-un, CLA. There's anything in this video could suggest that you are in any way wrong. The drama cycle just continues from her. CLA is someone who is genuinely just a certain type of weirdo. I understand, know, and can interpret that she's got certain problems such as like mental health issues and stuff, but when she just goes out drinking, smoking, doing loads of stupid things on social media and not actually addressing the root cause of the problem, which she has done for years, it does get to a point where you can't use that as an excuse, which she literally did in the last video. In the space of a couple of weeks, she's potentially been summoned to court, and not only that, she's also ruined an entire marriage, so I think that's pretty good going for her. I'd love to cover again, so if you enjoyed, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you're not, but for now, I've been Jake Baz, this has been a car crash, and I'll see you all later. Take care.